The popularity of SUVs is rising in India, and you can already see that on the roads. MG, a young manufacturer which entered the Indian market last year, already offers 3 SUVs. There is Hector, the MG ZS EV, and the recently launched Hector Plus. MG is now preparing their all-new SUV, the most expensive one, that will be launching in October. It is called the Gloster, and I'm sure that you must have seen about this car on the social media platforms, and if you follow Car Talk, you must have seen a lot of teaser videos about this car as well. But what does it really offer? Stay with us for the next few minutes and we will find that for you. The MG Gloster is a massive SUV and it does not go unnoticed on the roads. It is about 5 meters long, which makes it longer than the likes of Toyota Fortuner and even the Ford Endeavour. It is almost 2 meters high and wide. Starting at the front, the Gloster gets a massive chrome grille, and on the sides you will see sleek all LED headlamps with LED DRLs. The bumper gets integrated LED fog lamps which are quite big in size, and there is chrome skid plate in the front as well. Even though the Gloster looks quite imposing from the front, bigger headlamps would have made it look absolutely brutal. Coming to the side, the MG Gloster rides on massive 19-inch good-looking alloy wheels. It gets ground clearance of massive 210 mm, which is why most people will need a side step to get inside. There are silver inserts on the fender and the window pane of the Gloster. The last row glass is fixed and it is shaped in an angle to add a sportier stance. The ORVMs are big in size and get triple shade with integrated indicators, MG logo projection and cameras for 360-degree view. Not to miss the British flag logo on the side that announces the origin of the brand. At the rear, the first thing that you will notice is the MG Gloster moniker, which runs across the tailgate. It also gets additional logos of ADAS and internet inside. The wraparound tail lamps are huge in size and are all LED. You will also notice 4 exhaust tips coming out of the rear, but in reality it is only 2 exhaust pipes. From the driver's seat, you notice the massive 8-inch screen on the instrument cluster that displays various information about the car. But that's not all, you also get 2 analog meters on the either side that show the speed and the engine RPM. It is easy to read the information from the instrument cluster. The cabin feels absolutely luxurious with leather all around. You will see extensive use of the leather on the dashboard and the door panels as well. The steering wheel is also wrapped in soft touch leather and gets contrasting stitching that makes it very comfortable to hold. There are a number of buttons on it that can be used to control the infotainment system, the instrument cluster and even set up the cruise control. There is a massive 12.5-inch screen in the middle that displays a plethora of information and gets voice commands, which can be used to control the sunroof, windows, music and a lot of other things. The infotainment system gets internet connected music streaming services, over-the-air updates, live traffic updates and smartphone controllable features. Just below the infotainment system are the controls for the climate control system. The transmission lever is designed to give you a luxurious feel and look. It also gets leather cover and feels rich to touch. On the side, it gets various buttons and a rotary dial to select terrain modes of the vehicle. The Gloster gets an electronic parking brake, which is easy to use, but the location is towards the co-driver's side, which may seem inconvenient at first, but you do get used to it. There is also a lot of storage space all around the vehicle. Apart from the 2 cup holders in the middle, you get a deep storage under the armrest that opens in 2 parts. The Gloster gets ambient lights all over the cabin and you can choose from 64 different colors according to your mood. Also, if you want to connect to the nature, there is a massive panoramic sunroof that makes the cabin feel very airy. Now we are in the second row of the MG Gloster, and as you can see, it offers mega amount of space. There is acres of space around here, and the front seat is adjusted to my height. I am 5'10", and you can see the amount of space that the second row offers. There is a lot of knee room, and you can even fold your leg over cross your leg and enjoy your journey while looking through the panoramic sunroof and listening to the 8-speaker music system right here. Apart from that, the comfort of the seats is extremely good. The second row only get pilot seats just like the front row, but they are not electrically adjustable. They do get diamond stitching and they're very nice to sit on and feel. So on the longer journeys, you don't feel much of a discomfort. So when it comes to the feature of the second row, you do get a AC control right here. So the MG Gloster comes with 3-zone automatic climate control system, and the second row gets its own climate. So passengers sitting here can use this panel to set the temperature according to their comfort. Apart from that, when you go down, you get a socket for your 12-volt charger, plus there are an additional USB socket right here to charge on the way. You also get 2 cup holders, retractable cup holders. They are very cool looking right here. And apart from that, you get a little small space on the side of the seat to keep your knickknacks. And you also get a armrest, which is good quality. You can lean on it and travel through your way. To get to the third row of the MG Gloster, you can have it in 2 ways. So you can easily walk in through here, or MG has provided a feature through which you can slide down the seat and collapse it to reach here. So yeah, but there is no way to turn it back, so that's a thing that the person sitting in the middle row will have to do. Now talking about the space here, it's not too bad. There is no space to keep my feet comfortably. Apart from that, the knee room is very good. It's quite spacious. There is still 2-inch gap between my knee and the front seat, but there is no lumbar, there is no under thigh support, as you can see, and as it is with all the cars in this segment. You get space here, so there are 2 cup holders right on both sides of the thing. The seats don't have any armrest, as you can see, but it gets adjustable headrest only for 2 people. And the seats are also 60-40 split adjustable, so you have to, if you have to carry something very big, you can just fold it down, keep your things here, and you are good to go. Now we have come to the boot of the MG Gloster. It's an electric controlled tailgate, and it can be opened in 4 different ways. One of the simplest way is to just use the button right here and it will open it for you. The second option is present with the driver, so there is a button near the driver that the driver can use to open or close the tailgate. If you have the key with you, you can even do the swipe feature. So if you do the swipe, the tailgate will open and you can just keep your things and close the tailgate. Apart from that, you also get a button right here on the key. So you can press it and open the tailgate, which we will do right now. I'm keeping the button pressed. It has opened electrically, and as you can see, with all the 3 rows up, it doesn't get much of a space, but there is ample space to keep 2 big suitcases for your journeys overnight or a weekend drive. If you want more space, you can always tumble down these seats and create a lot of space inside the car. The first thing that I want to talk about after sitting on the driver's seat is the seat itself. It gets beautifully diamond stitched leather and can be adjusted electronically just like the co-driver's seat. There is memory function to make the seat adjust in a single touch. Also, when you open the door to get in or out of the Gloster, the seat automatically moves towards the rear to give you more space to get inside or get out of the car. It returns to the original position once the door is closed. It is pretty neat, but the only thing we did not like is the heating function. The seats are ventilated but are not cooled. They are heated that suit colder countries. The Gloster comes powered by a 2-liter twin turbocharged diesel engine. It is a very smooth and silent engine. The 4-cylinder diesel unit generates a maximum power of 218 bhp and peak torque of 480 Nm. The power is transferred to all the wheels through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Now, even though the Gloster is a massive in size and is on the heavier side, it is not a slow vehicle. We tried launching the vehicle and we were surprised by its pickup and initial acceleration. The transmission changes are very smooth and quick. If you want to drive enthusiastically, just slide the lever positions towards you and you will be able to control the transmission from the paddle shifters positioned behind the steering wheel. While driving sedately like through regular city traffic, the Gloster in eco mode does feel a bit lethargic at start, but then picks up strongly. The crawl function works very well as well, and it just goes ahead as soon as you remove your foot from the brake pedal. At high cruising speeds, the engine is relaxed due to the 8-speed transmission, and there is ample power in the reserve if you want to overtake other vehicles quickly. Talking about the cruise control, the Hector comes with ADAS or Advanced Driver Assistance Systems. It is level 1 autonomous vehicle that can control the vehicle's speed and even stop the vehicle during emergency situation. Engaging this system is very easy. You just need to push the button on the steering wheel and the instrument cluster will show a visual that will detect the vehicles in front of you or any other obstacles. The system can stop the vehicle if the speed is below 40 km/h or reduce the speed automatically if it detects an obstacle and the driver does not respond to the repeated warnings. Also, you get driver fatigue reminder system and you can always engage the driver seat massager if you feel tired on the journey. At higher speeds, the steering becomes very well weighted and it is easy to change the lanes. It also gets lane change assist that will warn you if you leave the lane unknowingly. At lower speeds, the steering feels very light, which is easy to move the vehicle around in a heavy city traffic conditions. Also, the body roll is very controlled. You do not feel it dipping forward when you brake hard. Even though the Gloster gets a number of off-roading features, we could not test it during our first drive. However, it gets a differential in the rear axle that makes it quite capable. Now coming to the end of the review, I must say that MG has loaded this Gloster with a long list of features, and many of these features are first in segments never heard before. I'm sure that many SUV lovers and car buyers in India will love this long list of features and will definitely want to explore them more. Now talking about the looks, it looks massive on the road. It turns around a lot of heads, and we have been stopped twice by SUV owners just to check out how this MG Gloster looks like and what all it offers. So that explains a lot about the car's road presence. Now, if you are someone who are not looking for a hardcore SUV but want something that gets a long list of features and cocoons in luxury, well, the Gloster can be one of your choices. MG has pulled up a few surprises in the past with the pricing of the Hector Plus and even the ZS EV, and we are sure that Gloster is going to get something of similar that sorts. What do you think about the MG Gloster? What do you think the prices will be? Well, do let us know in the comment section, and do subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that we can bring you such reviews in the future as well.